Oh,
Okay, there's that. That's going. That's cool. That's gravy. Push the start button on that. Yay! All right. I think I have everything up and running.
I'm gonna turn off Telegram so I don't get distracted.
Oh God.
I was so happy yesterday, and I didn't even see it until I logged in this morning.
You and the fucking
Uh,
furries. I mean, what?
oh, if anybody had a bad Thanksgiving, I've got the perfect link to say because I'm pretty certain it's up for the public.
Yeah, yeah, probably.
Go to Uncle Kage's YouTube. I think his mom hosted Thanksgiving.
Oh
There were
God.
7 people on the wine stream,
Oh God.
including Grandma.
Oh God.
So
That would be why
it
it was a short stream.
wasn't short. It was almost 3 hours long.
When you met, anyways.
But the funny thing was, they ran, and he was starting to get tired, and then come to find out that the Dragget show had a stream
Yeah, well, and they actually ran over top of each other, and
for about a half hour. Yeah,
yeah, but the Dragget show apologized for it because it's bad form to run over top of somebody else's
yeah.
show when
The
you're
funny
friends.
thing is, I hopped it the moment he shut his off. I went straight over to theirs. So I was happy because I did not. I was really in the dumps yesterday. It's like, hey, 2 live streams. I'm good with this.
Yeah.
And I actually made Alkali laugh a couple of times during
Oh
that
God.
live stream. So
Yeah, I popped in, I saw the Dragget show, I was like, what the hell? I've got the day off, and I really did enjoy the whole real life achievement thing. Because
yes,
if you saw some of the ones I was throwing out,
I actually put one in that got quite a fun reaction.
yeah,
The achievement was why bother, and how you get this is you bring is
there we go.
you
That should
eat
work a little better. There we
you
go.
eat
The cookie
a
dough.
package of cookie dough on the day that you bought it. And I think Miko was like, "Is there any other way to eat it?" I'm like, "Dude, when you're your age, no. When you're my age, yes."
Yeah,
I
unfortunately.
can eat 1 row a day, and wow, even that is. I have to get the Walmart generic because it's got enough brown sugar in it. It isn't too strong. Anything else, I accidentally bought Pillsbury. Do not do that. Pillsbury pre-made cookie dough sucks. Tastes like
Well,
you're
it depends
eating
on what you're buying.
wax.
It depends on what you're buying. If you're buying
This is
the
just regular
peppermint,
chocolate chips.
oh yeah, see, you've got terrible. If you buy like the peppermint cookie dough, that shit is awesome.
After
Um,
living with
but that's just
Angela,
me.
I
That's just
don't.
me.
Angela at this time of the year, she loved peppermint, putting peppermint extract in her cookies. Isn't so bad,
Yeah.
but raw peppermint extract in raw cookie dough. I became whatever fandom of peppermint I have died a very horrible death the first bite I took of that.
Well,
She loved it because it
that's
meant
because
we actually.
raw. You do have to balance it quite nicely because you get the sweetness of the cookie dough and you get the shock of the peppermint. You have to balance it if you're going to eat it raw. If you're not going to eat it raw like most humans do, they tend to cook it and make it
What's
into
the
actual
fun in that?
cookies.
Where's the fun in that?
Enjoying a nice glass of shut the fuck up and a plate of cookies. I mean,
I can actually eat more cookies without cooking them than I can when I do cook them.
then you're
I can
overcooking
eat-
your cookies, man.
No,
Don't overcook the cookies.
I eat 4 little squares a day. I can't eat 4 cookies in a day, even if they aren't overcooked. It's my body. It's a whole different part of my brain. It's like, okay, if it's not pre-made, we can eat as much as we want. It's like Xander's rule: if you finish your food before you get home, the calories don't count. So the more I eat before it's cooked, the less I have to worry about it, even though the calories are horrible either way. Let's be honest. As far as calories and sugar and all that, they're not any healthier in either case. They're both junk food. Come on.
Pretty much, yeah. And for those who are noticing on today's episode the slight differences in my camera angle and lighting and a few other things, I did, as we talked about on the previous episode, which yes, I know is late. I work retail, and I worked Black Friday. Yeah. That's a fucking achievement in and of itself that I'm still alive.
I'm really surprised. You and a couple of other people put some achievements like that, and I didn't hear them call out any of them. I'm like, dude, there's some good achievements over there.
Master Blaster, right? Surviving a Black Friday rush by riding on someone else's shoulders.
If anybody from the Dragget show is listening, and I said this on the thing, I may do it myself.
What, a Master Blaster?
What was that cartoon? Kid Video. No, this is not Kid Video. I'm not some fat man with a really weird voice sitting behind a desk that looks like a very weird keyboard. The fun part about Kid Video, if you've never heard of this cartoon, was it was an actual band who did the voices. And at the end, they had music videos of them performing songs.
It really is weird that I remember this. I remember this, which says all sorts of things about me.
Okay. Are you like me and now you've got the theme song in your head?
I really don't want it in my head now. Thanks, you prick.
That's good because I can't really remember. But anytime somebody says Master Blaster, I know a lot of people are like, he was on like one of the Mad Max movies. That was one of the names. I'm like, no. Every time I hear Master Blaster, I think of this fat corporate shrill. It was like a parody of the music business. It's like, that's what I think of every time I hear Master Blaster. But no, I want somebody to go through for Fursquared or any FurCon. This needs to be up anywhere on a FurCon. And have it be like, it's part of the King's drinking game.
Oh, God.
Where you put down a finger for everything you do.
Yeah.
Because I was looking through some of those. And if it was a 3-finger game, I would have been out fairly quickly on that list. There's a couple of them that are like...
Achievement unlocked. Survivor. Surviving Black Friday working retail.
Okay, I haven't done that one. But let's just say there were a couple that...
Actually, no, wait, I take that back. The actual title for that one I came up with was...
Oh, yeah, I can't remember.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Yes!
That was it, and...
No, the no one suspects one was when you get called in. Surprisingly. That was the out of the blue, oh, by the way, you're working now achievement, I think.
No, I had a different one.
You had that one, too.
I had Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, yes, that was...
And then the prank Call of Cthulhu.
Is Prank Call of Cthulhu like the oncoming prequel of Cthulhu Saves the World? Because
so the Prank Call of Cthulhu, Call of Cthulhu, just for everyone's understanding here, is the achievement is Call of Cthulhu. When you are on vacation or about to go on vacation, and you get called into work by your boss, delaying your vacation because there's an emergency at work that you have to deal with.
That's right.
The Prank Call of Cthulhu is where you get to call in your boss on their vacation because there's an emergency at work.
Oh.
And you get to go on vacation or go home for the day as this occurs.
What I would love to do is just make like a really base website and list all of those. Or if we could, what would be ideal is if we could make a quiz out of it.
God.
Have it be set up like the Furry code generator where you can just have little ticks going down and then you get a purity test. There was an online purity test. Agent, which I failed horribly. But there was...
Actually,
I would love to see just get
before
like
you go any further, where I pulled the Prank Call of Cthulhu, obviously wordplay, but wait, there's actually a source to this. It's a triple reference, because Call of Cthulhu is a game,
right?
a book, and the prank call of Cthulhu was a reference to the game and book out of a TV series called The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
It was a late 90s Cartoon Network TV show where two kids were Billy and Mandy, and basically had the Grim Reaper serving as their bitch.
Yes.
It was a weird show, and it was great. And it actually had an episode called Prank Call of Cthulhu, where there was a phone where you could call Cthulhu in the show. So that's why I was like, Prank Call of Cthulhu. Typed it out. And it works out so beautifully. You get to call in your boss because there's emergency at work that they have to deal with while they're on vacation. That is the perfect situation, especially when you can leave work and not have to deal with it. That is the Prank Call of Cthulhu. It's beautiful. But it's a masterful dick thing. There was quite a few, and ignoring like some of the furry ones, some of them were really great, like real life achievements.
There were a couple of the real life achievements that were in there that I wouldn't mind saying that I did, and then there were a couple that were things that if they were found out, you would probably never get a job for. So it's like,
avoiding a flat tire. There's so many ways that one could go. A flat tire is a sexual deviance we don't talk about, at least on this show, because I don't want to have YouTube coming after me. It is what happens when someone steps on your shoe. A flat tire, as in you actually get a flat tire, and then maybe another one could be you successfully lose 100 pounds. And then you've got all this excess skin you haven't dealt with yet. So that's a flat tire, too.
Yeah.
Random thoughts. There's a lot of random real-life achievements that you really should get. People should get these. And I don't mean participation trophies. Like, what was another one I threw out there was, Big Money Saver. Was one I threw out where, God, what was that one? Oh, that's what it is. Successfully walk out of Costco without spending less than $100. That was another one.
I've done it, but it is not easy.
I loved how the fact that everyone on the Dragget show, the moment they read that one, they're like, well, wait a minute. Well, and they tried to argue, but they couldn't argue it down. It's like, yes.
Well, we could say Costco / Sam's Club or / warehouse. You go into a warehouse and it doesn't matter. You end up finding shit that you never thought you needed.
I have successfully walked out of Costco, Walmart, Target, places like that, especially on like Black Friday and things like that. Successfully spending under $100. I have done it. It's really, really hard. Really hard.
Yeah, it is. It's not something you want to bet yourself you can do.
No. But if you succeed at it, you're like, yeah. It's a happy day. It's a happy day kind of thing. You're just like, yeah.
When you do that, it sounds like you should be puffing on a cigarette after that.
Right, you crazy Dutch bastard.
What? It sounds like you just finished something that was...
Got to the climax moment of something, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's worse, I've been watching QY, and today's episode's going to be kind of off the rails. There are things to talk about, but it's going to be
There's a reason chaos is in our names, so...
Yeah. But today's episode's going to be a little off the rails. It's going to be a little weirder, especially since, I survived Black Friday. With 4 hours of sleep. I'm sorry, that was the biggest just like, fuck you that I received since I've started that job. So the biggest fuck you was, oh, you're off at 7 in the morning. Oh, you need to be back here at 3 p.m. and work until midnight. Oh, yeah, it's on Black Friday.
Thanks, asshole.
Yeah, it was a really massive fuck you. I had less than 4 hours of sleep since I got off after 7, and I still had to be work at 3 o'clock. By the way, Labor and Industries, I've got something to tell you. Anyways, hey, anyways, but yeah, no, so there, yeah, Black Friday and Thanksgiving, what, I'm still recovering from it. I'm glad
I did say when I did a show on Thanksgiving, I did say I wanted to get a laptop on Black Friday, and unfortunately, by the time we got to Best Buy, they were all sold out.
And that's something that's actually I've been kind of noticing across the board is a lot of places, Walmart, Target, Shopko, Fred Meyer's, I people keep throwing, oh, Kmart. It's like, fuck Kmart. Amazon, Best Buy. For their supposed Black Friday deals, a lot of it's kind of bullshit this year.
Yeah,
it's like severely limited, like way more limited than normal.
Well, the problem is I wanted to go to Best Buy first. My mom wanted to go through the mall, and we would have done that, except that we ran into my dad going to Best Buy. So then they all decided to go to the mall. So I got there at about 11:30. I didn't get to Best Buy until 3. So there wasn't going to be anything left by the time I got there. So,
but what I was saying, and no, I didn't freeze. I was just having some fun real quick.
Oh, I know. I saw you blink. I'm like, what the hell is he doing?
But no, like a lot of places seem to have been really limited on their Black Friday deals. More than usual. At my job, there was several items that were in ads, while supplies last. Where I'm sitting there, these are big ticket items. These were big ticket items, like $300 items that were going on sale for $100, $150, and we got like 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah.
That's like what? But at the same time, where we got like 4 pallets of PlayStation 4s, and we got like 6 pallets of Xbox One X. We sold out of the PlayStations.
Oh yeah.
Calling a coworker today. No, hang on. Calling a coworker today. We have sold 3 Xbox One X. 3. Out of all of that stock, we got 3.
It's because it's X-Bone.
Nope. It's not even that. PlayStation was selling for $200 a piece. The Xbox One X was actually $1 more than normal retail price. $500. I'm like,
there's a couple of places, and I said this on my show because I've said I'd never get into a console. And one of the main reasons is, with my apartment being so small, my TV's in my bedroom.
Yeah, so?
Mainly that's for Roku. Every now and then I'll watch something on Roku. But do you remember my room in...
Yeah, the old... Yeah.
Everything about... I literally went from my computer at night, I got undressed, and I flopped into bed. Then I'd get up the next day, eventually go over, sit in front. I never left that room. And I don't want to get into something like a console or shit that I'm going to be spending hours in front of in my room. If I ever get into something like my mom's apartment, or I get a 2-bedroom apartment or something. Are you watching halftime of a football game or something? What are you?
No,
you're like,
no.
Dancing to your own little music over there.
You'll find out later, sir.
Okay. But they I don't. I want to, if I'm going to use my TV often, I want it to be in its own room because I want my bedroom to be where, the most I'll do is I'll sit and look at my tablet for a half hour and then I'll go to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't want to go from spending 10, 12 hours on my computer to going in and like binge watching Netflix or shit on my TV.
Yeah.
So, but the one I would get would probably be a Switch. Because a Switch is just
portable.
a little handheld thing. Yeah, I could actually work with that.
Well, it's a console and it's portable.
Yeah, I would use it mostly as a portable, though.
Yeah, and you would have to charge it a lot. But
a lot of things that you charge, you can plug in and use while you're charging. And I've got dozens of little ports over here I can plug into.
Yeah, I don't think you should actually hook it into a computer.
No, I've got like extension cords, and I've got like
okay, but yeah, anyways,
those surge protector strips. So I've got all sorts of places I can plug in.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like Black with Black Friday, we don't have the official numbers yet for what the economic growth or decline from Black Friday is yet. We won't know that out until about Christmas. But from what I have seen, at least in my area, and the fact that I haven't seen a horrendous amount of, death reports or, fights in Walmarts or anything like that. That's normal Black Friday things. That's what you hear about every year. Have you really heard anything about that this year?
No, I don't. I would not be surprised to find out it wasn't as good as they thought. But that's not a new trend. That's been going on for the past few years.
Yeah, thanks to online shopping, things like that.
And Cyber Monday will know how much is it. I go on BlackFriday.com fairly often. One thing I've noticed is there are a lot of places. Like I was going to look at Best Buy because it's Best Buy. They've got to have Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
There is most of the places you would think have no Cyber Monday deals. And it's it's 2 days before they should be coming up by
Cyber Monday
now.
is very much an internet-based thing.
Yeah, but you would think right after Black Friday, it'd be like, okay, now all of that money you still have left, save it up because over here, this is... Although last year they did do that. It was just Cyber Monday is if you blink, you miss it sometimes.
Last year was also considered a good Black Friday year. This year, it's not looking like that. And if Black Friday this year is not good, Cyber Monday may be delayed, if not canceled, because one does inevitably affect the other. And that's just kind of how it is. I mean, I'm going to be eyeballing, and the thing about Cyber Monday deals is, yes, it's Cyber Monday, but they'll last, generally a week depending on what it is, and I'll be eyeballing a few things here and there. But overall, I'm just kind of like, deals this year are not looking too hot across the board.
My dad was telling me because I wanted to get the computer at Best Buy, which I'm not going to now because it's like a $900 computer.
Yeah,
and I could have gotten it for $550. So.
Yeah, and that's that $400 difference is a massive thing.
And the kicker was it was 128 gig solid state drive with a memory card reader.
Yeah,
think of all the ways I could have expanded that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
One thing my dad did tell me about is Chromebooks. And the good thing about Chromebooks, they don't have solid state drives, but almost all of them have media readers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all I want to do is put Sam on it and do some stuff.
And be able to take things a little more mobile. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, which is something else I want to talk about later, but we'll get to that eventually.
Yeah, well, we all know you're going to talk about Fursquared and maybe taking that mobile. We all know. We all know. You've talked about for the last 4 fucking episodes. You bring it up every time, and I don't know if I'm going to Fursquared. And I know you're going to go, and you want to do things.
I was talking to Mom about that. She actually asked if you were coming.
Yeah, I don't. The problem is I don't have the finances for it.
Right.
And I may not have the finances for it because, one, I've got a dog. Two, I don't have a car. And not having a car and having to travel several miles across town at night to get to work is prohibitively expensive. The fact that I've got, a little bit of money saved up, ooh, yeah, that's cool and nice and all. But I'm also having to change my, transportation plans again. So that affects my finances. Because, wait, I work as a fucking bottom of the fucking pile, bullshit, dead end, retail fucking job that pays fucking dimes to dollars to donuts of bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, it's something, when it comes to finances, it starts stressing me out. A lot of things are stressing me out when it comes to my finances.
You and I both have had a lot of moments on Discord lately where we're like, fuck finances. Yeah. I did find out, I was messing around today, and this headset will run through my tablet. The problem is, and this is why I want a laptop, is all of the things that are on tablets.
Yeah.
I can't do what I like to do. So, but I did take the dive today, and I did officially register.
There you go. Well, that's at least something.
On Fursquared, so I went to programming, and I have officially asked to do chaotic thoughts. Yeah. It's like, why not?
And that's something that's always kind of got to me is going across country. I can tell a lot of like, especially in the furry community, a lot of people who go across the country for conventions, things like that, either don't have pets or they have a support network, so their pets can be taken care of while they're away.
Yeah,
those are things I do not have at all. Because, I can't trust my fucking roommates.
No, I wouldn't trust them any further than I could throw them.
The kettle incident is a prime example.
I don't think I ever heard of that.
Oh, yeah, that one's a recent one.
Okay.
You've got your standard 1950s fucking stovetop with a dual oven.
Oh no! Yes.
Yeah. I told you about this where they melted a goddamn tea kettle.
And the first thing I said, because looks like I need to go pry this off, and first thing I asked is, isn't that what your landlord is supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
I did incidentally find a good Chromebook.
Oh, hey.
It has 8 gigs of RAM and a 32 gig SSD.
That's not good.
Well, but it's got
32 gig SSD.
Well, but it's got the memory card reader on it. The only thing I would ever put on the actual computer itself might be SAM. Everything else is going to be going on memory.
I want to point something out to you. A 32 gig SSD. That's 20 gigs of that is taken up by the OS alone.
Yeah, that's why.
So you have 12 gigs. You have 12 gigs to do.
All I need is maybe 200 megs. Because I'm going to do with that what I do with my tablet. All media, all everything will go on an SSD card. The only thing that would go on that Chromebook would be SAM. Everything else would be on a 128 SSD card or a SD card. But no, I was wondering, is there still I know it's up and down more than a toilet seat, it seems. Is there a FurCon out in Washington yet again, or have they
supposedly Boozy Badger was at one recently, like within the last couple weeks?
See, I can't. Yes, because they were talking about that on Uncle Kage's stream. He said Boozy is the type of person who will go out of his way for a joke, because he literally went there when they heard they had a ball pit, fell in the ball pit, took a picture of himself, and went home. That is the only reason he went to that convention, is to take a picture of himself in a ball pit. It's like, dude, I know you're a lawyer, but for fuck's sake, there's disposable income, and there's like, dude, yeah.
Well, and that's one of those things is, you know, traveling all the way across a nation for a convention, where and again, not having a vehicle is also a problem. I mean, this is how bad it is. I'm trying to sell that, you know, van of mine. It was such a great van when it worked. Right now, the best
worked.
Yeah, the best offer I've gotten so far was $300. It's like, on one hand, that's, you know, a couple weeks of, that's very easily a couple of weeks of getting to and from work without a problem. On the other hand, it's like $400 would at least be a decent down payment on another vehicle.
Yeah, it would. Okay, according to this, there is Anthro Northwest, which is in Seattle, November 8th to 11th.
Yeah, like I said, just recently.
Right.
And then there's something in Portland.
Yep.
And
What
yeah.
was, I've actually got the map up.
Though I will say this as a notation.
Furlandia is the one.
Yeah,
I've heard of that.
Furlandia, I would go to that one.
That's another Sheridan, and that's.
But,
oh yes.
But hang on. Stop.
I was going to say.
Let me finish what I'm about to say. My reservations about Furlandia are they are run by the same people that ran Rainforest.
Oh God.
Now you see my point.
The good thing about it is the date, at least. It's at the end of May.
Yeah.
That's a good time. I could basically just go straight over there on the Amtrak.
Oh, actually, kind of, and this is where we are at with the show today. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. So,
rewind.
Yeah, rewinding kind of back to my work and surviving Black Friday thing. It was brought up at a meeting the day before before we dealt with Black Friday. Of what are we getting paid time and a half? What's going on for that? We're not being paid time and a half for a holiday.
No, of course not.
No, it's being put on our paid time off. It'll be accredited to our paid time off, but we won't be able to actually access it till February. It's like, go fuck yourself. You just had me work a terrible, because I had to work on Thanksgiving. I had to fucking work on Thanksgiving. You know the amount of bullshit on that one alone?
Yeah, I've had to work on holidays. That's not.
If it wasn't for the fact that
fun.
One of my roommates was cool enough to give me a ride to work because they had to go to my work that day, and that I ran into family when I got off work who gave me a ride back, bless my sister, and her fiance, boyfriend, whatever the hell he is. I really got to find out what's going on there. If I have to attend another wedding, I got to find my suit. I would have had to. It would have cost me $32 to get to and from work that day.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting time and a half for that. Fun 4 hours sleep work day of dealing with so many people. Frankly, if you go shopping on Thanksgiving for Black Friday, you're a terrible fucking person who needs to be kneecapped, okay? Okay? Yeah, you hear me? You need to be kneecapped with a crowbar. Anyways, I'm back now.
That's why I don't like Black. The only reason I go on Black Friday is because my mom and I like going out and mall walking. So we go up and down the mall, and we'll go to Dairy
You like
Queen.
to observe the monkeys in the circus.
Yeah.
You like to sit there and go, oh, aren't they adorable? And run away like a little bitch.
We actually saw somebody that I work with at Fun as we were walking back. So it's like, hey, we saw somebody cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I've gone out. My dad was on a bender like 3 or 4 years ago about getting a printer. And he knew the one he wanted, and it was over at Walmart. So yes, I have waited in line so we could go get a printer. But I never go out on Thursday. And usually, we'll go out at like 11:30 or noon. But we're never out for very long. We know what we're going to do, and when we're done,
there were only 3 things open at midnight when I got off.
There was a lot of places around open over here.
Yeah, there was nothing open except for I almost said Jack Daniels, Jack in the Box, Walmart, and what's it called? McDonald's when I got off of work. Because everything else was like closed down or was shutting down for the rest of the day because Black Friday and so they wanted to, everywhere else wanted to have everything out on the floor ready for Black Friday proper.
Yeah.
It was just, but yeah, no, like legitimately, I don't understand that. It's cutting. I hate family holidays. I legitimately hate family holidays. We've gone through that spiel before. But at the same time, I don't get why people have this incessant urge to have to, the moment dinner or supper is done, charge out the door to go find the best deal because, oh god, it's Thanksgiving, no one's going to be... And then there are thousands of fucking assholes who are doing the exact same thing as you. And that is what's caused a lot of this economic problems. I mean, at this point, society, I've kind of laughed because gamers are the only ones who have their heads on straight. Because look at the shit happening with EA now.
Oh, who was I actually listened. This is the first time in a long time I've listened to it. Is the Jimquisition with Jim Sterling and Laura K. Buzz and Gavin, and they actually did, because a lot of their titles have been, oh yeah, this is what happens when you shove a pool cue up somebody's ass. It's like they have really outlandish titles, so I generally skip over them. This one was just straight. It's like no fucking around. It was about loot boxes, and it was really good. So, one other thing I like about gaming and Black Friday is everything's online.
Yeah, there is.
You don't have to go out to go anywhere.
Yeah,
all that, you just sit back in your chair.
Oh yeah, well, and this is kind of I'm gonna be taking a couple of because I want to do this because holy shit, has EA fucked up badly, and everyone's talking about it, and I figured we can have our 2 cents about it. So you've gotten kind of, even with what we've been talking about, you've been kind of caught up by watching the Jimquisition a bit.
I've been keeping my RSS reader has been going off at least 3 or 4 times a week with him.
I deeply appreciate the governor of Hawaii making that joke about it's a trap. I deeply appreciate that. I deeply appreciate that there is a state governor standing up and going, this is gambling. This is gateway gambling being targeted towards kids. And I love how he didn't mince his fucking words. He didn't mince his words at all. He's like, we didn't allow Joe Camel to sell cigarettes to your kids. We're not going to allow EA to use Star Wars to sell gambling to your kids. It's like, he wasn't mincing his fucking words there.
I think it was Laura K. Buzz on the Jimquisition who said that Belgium's getting all of the press about this, but
at home it's becoming an issue too.
It's Hawaii that at home is, and nobody's looking at it, which is surprising because it's like this is a quote unquote hometown group.
Oh yeah,
that actually has the power to start doing something with it. And let's be honest, life is pretty much shit in America right now. If you tried to keep your eyes on everything, you'd be doing exorcists all day.
Now you see why I'm focusing more on the game stuff these days. But yeah, very much so. EA stepped in it so fucking badly. It's not just like 3 government agencies, or 3 governments now. No, there are multiple I think it's up to a dozen, maybe 2 dozen governments are now looking at EA going, what do you mean you're putting gambling into games and selling it to kids? Even the U.S. government's now doing it. Yes, it's going on a state-by-state basis. I think a Washington state governor is sitting there going, wait, what? What's this about a trap in Star Wars and gambling? Not like I'm really a big fan of Washington state governor. I'm less of a fan of the California governor, who's been amazingly fucking quiet about shit like this. And the only way it'll become a serious issue at home is if someone brings up to Trump, and he tweets about it. It's the only way it will become a serious issue at home. But no,
you're talking about the guy who used to run casinos. I don't think he'll have any problem.
Oh no! It's beautiful. It's beautiful. If you sell it right to Trump of how it would be direct competition to his casinos.
Good point. I didn't think about that.
That's all you have to do, and that is how somebody in the White House should bring it up to Trump. Is, this gaming company, EA, they've been putting gambling into games and selling it to kids. It's direct competition to you. Fuck, he'd be on in a heartbeat. Just because he wouldn't want the competition.
And yes, for everybody who saw that, I am going to hell. So.
But yeah, no, EA really did step in, and the problem is now every game company is now being investigated. Blizzard, Activision.
I was just gonna say the one that should be is Blizzard, Activision.
Yeah, Activision, Blizzard,
Overwatch, and actually Overwatch and Hearthstone both.
Well, the game
could be looked at that.
Oh no, actually, and that is something somebody brought up is how. When it comes to like the TCG, when it comes to the online TCGs, how is that not considered gambling? Now,
because that's the point of the whole game.
And the thing is even in real life, TCGs have taken a lot of fire over the years for this, and I'm really glad gaming companies aren't stupid enough to actually look over TCGs like, wait, how do we fix this? Because there are hard statistical facts and numbers, plus the fact that with TCGs, you can pay money. You go to a store, or you find somebody online, and you can pay somebody directly to buy the exact card you want. Yes, if you buy a pack, there's like a 1 in X amount of chance of you're gonna get that card. But it's a pretty set amount on your 1 in X chances. Or if you are looking for a specific card, you can go to a third party. With Hearthstone, for example, you have nowhere else to go buy an exact card you want. You have to go through you have to break down all these other cards and da-da-da.
I was going to say, the crafting system's really the only choice you have. And
even then, it takes so much amount of materials and whatnot. Hearthstone is a far grayer territory than, say, EA's loot boxes, or even Overwatch and trying to get the exact skin you want. But it's closer to the right side of being, a TCG, than to the left side of being, fucking evil loot boxes. So that's Hearthstone. That one can slip on past. And Heroes of the Storm, since we talked about that previously, that one kind of scoots a little closer to the TCG realm than the randomized loot box thing. You can directly buy it. You can get the materials. You can break things down. You can also just choose to directly purchase the character or card or skin or whatever you want.
Did you see, speaking of Heroes, did you see their Black Friday sale stuff?
I will get to that in a bit. But where loot boxes are under heavy fire, EA being the king of loot boxes, far worse than Overwatch, yes, I will stand there and say, yes, Overwatch is the one that introduced loot boxes to AAA. The thing is, bless Jim Sterling, EA, being the king of loot boxes, far worse than Overwatch, yes, I will stand there and say, yes, Overwatch is the one that introduced loot boxes to AAA. The thing is, bless Jim Sterling, EA, being the king of loot boxes, far worse than Overwatch, yes, I will stand there and say, yes, Overwatch is the one that introduced loot boxes to AAA. and he even to a certain degree kind of dances around it, but while still blaming Overwatch. Their RNG system, they're buying loot boxes. You are buying the chance to maybe get something that is cosmetic.
I don't think even the legendary weapons, I don't think improve anything. They just look different.
Yeah, nothing. There is nothing that affects gameplay. Not a single fucking thing. If you buy a loot box, what you are then at that point, you are just buying a loot box to maybe get a chance to get something you want, or oh wait, you rack up enough credits from buying enough loot boxes that you'll be able to get what you want. That's shady and moralistically gray, but it doesn't affect gameplay.
I think
whereas EA and their, you buy a loot box to try to get something that will directly affect gameplay. And this actually, I got into an argument with somebody at work about, EA, especially the Shadows of Mordor, being a terrible fucking game. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I would say the thing Overwatch could do, and they have in some degree done it, and this is the reason why I give Heroes of the Storm a pass, and we mentioned this last week or the week before, is the best part about Heroes of the Storm is like with Alexstrasza.
Yeah.
She's in there now. All of her skins are in there. Yep. Or no, not Alexstrasza. Let's go to the Black Friday. All of the legendary skins and everything that were introduced. Mm-hmm. 6 months later, they're all still in the game. They're not locked. Everything is... No. If Overwatch would do that, I mean, granted, they've started to with a year out, but I wouldn't even do it a year out. I'd say like, okay, 2 months after the event. But it's just like, I think the thing that Overwatch fucks up with is that they lock it. And up until just now, where they finally had their first anniversary, their first anniversaries, they're unlocking things. It's just like, you go through and it's like, okay, it's not quite so shady, but why are you waiting this long? Literally no other game that they put out, they never gate it like this. And I think the fact that they're basically gating content on a AAA game. Yes, it's only cosmetic, but you're already paying $70. They shouldn't, if they just took that gate down, or even said like 2 months after the event. I don't think, because what are you going to do?
I think here is the easier middle ground solution. While the events, say like the Halloween event, Junkenstein's Revenge is up and running. The skins, the specific skins, sprays, whatever have you, that are, the Halloween-oriented Junkenstein's Revenge, you have a chance to get them in the loot boxes, or get them, out of, you can buy them. If you can buy them during the event, they need to drastically jack up the price of in-game currency. The gold coins.
Or how much it drops, because right now it's almost impossible to get it.
Hang on. You jack up the price enormously, just huge. And then a month after the event ends, you drop the price to like say double of what a normal legendary skin costs. The legendary skin costs what, 2,500 coins, roughly?
About that, I think.
So one of these event skins, like the Halloween ones, the brand new Halloween ones, cost 5,000. Okay, and that's year round. Just during the Halloween event, because you have two sources of getting them, either via loot box, and they have to jack up the RNG on that shit a little bit, or you can buy it, but the price is going to be higher during the event because demand. The reason why I say during the event, because if you get it from the loot box, you earned the skin. Say you get an achievement. If they threw in an achievement on top of it, that would make it a bigger deal. That would be.
I wouldn't even mind if because I'm sure they'll have a Christmas thing coming up. I wouldn't mind if they were to do this now. I wouldn't mind if, let's say, the Christmas event runs 3 weeks. I don't care if I'm not able to buy it while the Christmas event is going on. That's fine.
Just be able to buy it at all, period.
The only loot box you're going to be getting is those Christmas event loot boxes. So you know what? That's as long as, we're not competing like, oh, we may get like Heroes of the Storm does. You can get epic, or you can get regular, or you can get rare chests. If all we're getting is one type of chest, you know what? That's fine. You don't have to sell it, because the only chest I can get is what contains this. What I'm saying is, like, maybe a month or two after the event, unlocking it as a normal skin.
Yeah. Well, no.
You don't have to be able to pay for it when it's going. That's it, because the loot boxes don't change.
Well, no.
I'm just saying.
I honestly, I don't.
I just want them unlocked at a. I don't want to have to wait a year or.
Well, and that's what I was just saying
years.
is you have them available year round.
Yeah.
At a double the event price, being because it's an event item, have it double a normal legendary price. And then during the event, you have it you increase that price because there is another avenue. Yes, it's random chance, but there's at least another avenue for it.
If I did that, probably what I would do is I would mark it up going to Christmas. Okay, January to November, it's like 50% higher. Then when it's a year old, then okay, now it's the same price as all the others, but it isn't special anymore because, hey, here's all this
and that's
new
what
stuff.
I was saying about adding in an achievement if you get it out of the loot box, during the event. You get a little achievement.
I'm not so sure the achievements really mean all that much anymore, though.
Well, no, but the achievement would sit there and say, "Oh, hey, you got this out of the loot box during the event."
Yeah.
That way, it's because that's what it is. A lot of this bullshit, especially achievements, come down to, gamers swinging their fucking penises around. I got a bigger penis than you. That's what it comes down to.
I will say
so
this.
If they gave an achievement for, you get it during the event out of a loot box, and then the rest of the year around. That way, you want to buy this? Okay, well, do you have enough coins? Well, how are you going to get, you could level up to get more coins, or you buy some loot boxes, whatever spare items, you become the coins, and you can buy that. That takes out a lot of the RNG, that reduces it, and makes it more available.
Yeah.
That would ease, yes, it would still be kind of scummy and underhanded, but not near EA's, bullshit. And that's, and that is the target here, is attacking EA's bullshit and all the other companies that followed in EA's path to the darkest side.
And people wonder why I don't have a console.
EA isn't just on a console.
True.
EA's on PC too, Origin and that fucking bullshit.
Oh yeah, I've actually got that on my computer for some reason. Oh, because you talked me into getting Mass Effect, which I still haven't even booted.
Oh yeah, see, Mass Effect 1 and 2 and 3? Well, okay, 1 and 2, good games. Mass Effect Andromeda, get back to me later on that one. But EA went the evilest route with things. They went the darkest route, and that darkest route has now, much like PewDiePie and his shenanigans on YouTube, has brought in a little more scrutiny than some companies wanted. So now all the game companies are looking like EA, going, "You've really fucked up everything for us. Congratulations." And what was it? I think EA's. I need to check this real quick. I want to double check this. EA stock analysis.
According to Jim Sterling, they're still doing good. In fact, the money they were supposedly slated to lose in taking out lockboxes wasn't going to hurt their bottom line at all.
Yeah, no, their fucking stock is dropped.
Yay.
Going from October 31st, it was at 119.6. Today, and mind you, it's up today at 107.94. But on Monday, it was 107.64. Like, Walmart stock has gone up more than that. When Walmart stock has gone up more. But there is a serious trend where, and I'm thinking, yeah, from yesterday to today, what is that? Yeah, no, from Wednesday to today, their stock has gone up by 0.62%. That's all it's gone up in one day. For a multi-million-dollar game company, yeah. And even then, I mean, even going back 3 months, their stock peaked at 119.60 right before Battlefront 2 came out and shortly after Mordor came out. But it's been a steady decline. But on, what was it? On the 16th of this month is when it plummeted from 111.6 to 108 to 107.64 in a 48-hour period. It fucking dropped. And that's when they started sitting there backpedaling and going, oh, well, this and that. It's like, they fucked up. They fucked up beautifully. And it's taken the stockholders sitting there going, why are we losing money? Yes, I know their stock is up. Their stock is almost back up to it was is almost down to where it was a year ago at 96. I mean, 107 to 96. That's $11 difference per stock share. And that's almost, when was that? A year ago? That was May. Oh no, that was May this year. Never mind, I take that back. In 6 months, their stock climbed and has plummeted. And he's lagged out. Beautiful. Do I still have internet? Jawohl, I still have internet, but he's lagged out. Okay, so.
And I think you just froze.
There you are.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was sitting. There's a great derp face. I'm going to sit there and take a picture of later for the show art.
Oh, I was trying to uninstall something, and of course, it locked my computer
Yeah,
up.
that would do it. That would do it. But yeah, no, I mean, it has taken. It is for the stockholders to say something. They have to be losing money for the company to do anything at this point, and we see that kind of with Activision Blizzard too, to a certain extent, and but when companies are becoming investigated for their shit, that's when problems start happening. It's like, I mean, even, okay, wow, actually, Blizzard stock is really cheap. I ought to buy some. Jesus.
How much is it?
It's at 66.3. That's not bad. Yes, maybe buying some Activision Blizzard stock sounds like a good idea. Hey, they're a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
And you buy low and sell high, and right now it's technically low.
I've been thinking about that because I'm almost to $1,000 on my, so I'll be able to start investing it probably by the end of next year.
But yeah, no. Walmart. Oh, the street one day ago. Okay. But yeah, no. And that's the thing is, it has taken the shareholders losing money for them to intervene and go, why are we losing money for EA to pull their head out of or start to pull their head out of their ass? Because if all the shareholders get investigated for aiding and abetting underage gambling, because that's the potential here. That is very much potential. If a government decides to get pissy enough, EA could be in a metric ton of trouble. And the fact that it's not Belgium, but there is, I'm trying to remember which country it is. Belgium is investigating the whole loot box thing, as some people are sitting there saying, because Google Translate, I think we even said it, that Belgium was persecuting loot boxes as gambling. They are investigating it. But the thing is the more governments investigate, but all it's going to take is, oh wait, like the governor of Hawaii sitting there going, it's a trap, it's gambling targeted towards kids.
That's true.
And a company that allows underage gambling, that's a crime. And all it takes is someone getting pissed enough going, well, all these developers and the publisher and whatnot, you know, they all did this, and all these other companies do this too. You know what I think we need to do? I think we all need to level charges against them. And it's amazing how fast loot boxes would fucking disappear.
Be really nice if it did.
And you've completely lost interest.
No, it's just I've been listening to it a lot, and we're kind of at the
Saturation point.
Kind of. It's what do you talk? It's to the point that there's more people talking about it than there are updates. So you can talk about it, but you can only talk about it to so long, because now we're in that point where everybody's caught up, and now we need the company and all the law and stuff to catch up. We basically hit a dead end. So it's fun to talk about, but yeah, we're kind of spinning our wheels until there's some progress made on everything.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. There. And there's another issue with YouTube. Joy and jubilation. Sorry, YouTube just.
Were we demonetized?
Well, I've been demonetized for a while, but no, YouTube just took another massive hit monetarily. Because I guess right before Black Friday occurred, a bunch of advertisers pulled out again. Because their ads were running on content that was targeted towards children. About children. By pedophiles.
Wait,
yeah.
What?
Ads were playing on videos that were targeting children that was very pedophilic in origin. Yeah, and...
Somebody didn't do their job.
Yeah, again, YouTube fucked up. Well, it's like YouTube is trying to sit there and claim that a bunch of big-name YouTubers... And not just YouTubers, but actual, like, TV shows, like The Late Show, Conan O'Brien, and quite a few others. Yeah, their accounts were deleted for quote-unquote terms of service violations. And YouTube is sitting there saying, oh, yes, well, there was a glitch in the system, da-da-da. While a hacker group is taking full responsibility and is saying, yeah, we hacked YouTube and we tried to hold them ransom, and yeah, here's what's happened. They're feeding you bullshit.
Because YouTube doesn't want to admit that that is actually possible.
Well, no, YouTube has this very large this really large habit of, just not telling anyone anything, ever, at all, whatsoever. Didn't notify anyone that their accounts have been, terminated. Didn't notify, people that things were happening until hours after the fact. And there's still sites and YouTubers and whatnot who are rebuilding from this. I guess, like, several YouTubers, like, in the middle of a stream when their accounts were shut down because of this hack. So it's like, yeah, that's a problem. That is why, to a certain extent, I do deeply appreciate the stricter guidelines that Twitch has.
How so?
They have, for uploading and creating and whatnot,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Twitch, I've got one thing I've wanted to do with you, and maybe we should ping around and see if we can get others to do it, is do some Jackbox gaming. I've got 1 through 3, and I think I ended up getting Jack and shit for Black Friday. I think Jackbox Party 4 is $19 on Steam right now.
I have, no money.
No, I got money. I'm not spending it on anything. So.
Yeah.
But They also have a couple of games. They have like Fibbage XL and stuff like that. So what I'm thinking of doing, and somebody on Two's Discord, and I was happy as a pig in shit when somebody did this. I managed to get home and somebody said, hey, we're going to do Jack in the Box. So for like 2.5 hours, people I had never met before, we just all sat and played Jack in the Box for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, it'd be kind of neat to like pick a day maybe once every other week and just do some Jack in the Box for a while.
You mean Jack Box?
Jack in the Box, whatever.
Jack in the Box is a whole different thing, and it's kind of an evil corporation.
See,
or it's a surprise sex act.
I know that. Now I gotta look that up.
I think that's where we need to cut the show, like, right fucking now. It's been an hour.
Come on. I'm not the only one, I hope, listening to this that has to look up what that could possibly mean sexually.
Anyways.
If I am, fine. It's not like that's going to be a first time.
Yeah. Anyways. I hope everyone's been having fun today. I think this is the first episode of where I haven't done Shikaka since BlizzCon.
Probably.
It really is. It's amazing. I'm kind of amazed by that. Like, really amazed. What the hell is wrong with me? There's a lot wrong with me when I haven't beaten a joke into the ground.
There's a lot wrong with you, boy. I don't think we have enough time.
And not enough medication, that's for fucking sure. Anyways.
There's never enough drugs. So that isn't even a option.
Anyways,
so
yeah, I think this is a good time to actually cut the show. We've gone over some weird things. We've bitched about some things. We've bitched about the holidays. We bitched about Black Friday. We bitched about how Black Friday sucked. We bitched about EAnicron.
The hell is this?
And now he's very distracted.
I just found...
It's a good time to run away. Oh, yeah. Run, little girl, run. I mean, what?
I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. I just found a quip. It's called the Quip Pack.
You need to point the other direction. Because...
Well, this is the
yes, that's the right hand.
My monitor is.
That's the right hand. Come on. Bring your hand back up. No, other one.
This is my right hand, dipshit.
Okay, left hand.
Thank you.
Closer,
I'm pointing
closer.
Oh, it went off the screen.
I wanted to try to poke tips. Okay, on that note, we're done. I hope everyone's had a good day.
I just thought of a really bad Cards Against Humanity card.
No.
Thanks, asshole.
Nope.
I didn't need that in my head. Thanks.
Anyways, I've been ChaosInfintium. He's Raving Rendal, and this has been our post Black Friday Thanksgiving bullshit show. I hope everyone's had fun. We will talk to you all later. Bye bye.